is my chat over there? Hold on. That's not supposed to be where it is. Hi guys! Good morning? Afternoon? Depending on where you are. Good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you are. Hi guys. It's me. Ryan. 1 second. I'm a little bit scuffed, okay? Because I did prepare already, but then I realized that there's still some stuff that's missing. So let me just pull up some of the things I need for today first. Hi again. Hello NS. Hello Lucas. Hello Fructose. Hello Duggon. Hello Monster. Hi Monster. Hello Escape. Hello Garbear. Hello Hashi. Hi Vivo. Hello Gandit. Hello Full Metal Astro. Cute stream idea. Ding Dong is too good for this world. I just really wanted to do one last stream, and I thought it would be really cute, and everybody from the server would probably really enjoy it because, I don't know. I think everybody in the server would probably really enjoy hearing something about their character, I guess. So I thought it would be cute. Yeah, I thought it would be cute. And so here we are. Let's see. I'm kind of conflicted about what BGM to use. Okay, I'm prepared. Let me turn off the fancy BGM. There you go. Lively BGM. Blah, blah, blah. Merry Christmas. Is stressed. Why in part 2? Merry Christmas to all. Have a good year to come. Thank you, Kathy. I'm preparing for family tomorrow, but how could I resist a nice, quick, stinky night? I'm not stinky! Rude! I'm very nice. Well, I'm okay, but I smell very nice. Okay, don't be mean to me. Well? Rude? First of all, okay? Huh?
Oh, someone gifted me a membership. I wanted to say thank you to whoever that was. I was working during the Night Train stream.
Aw, thank you for the super monster. Thank you so much. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been either Updog or Angel Knight who gifted you, I think. Yeah, there were I think it was either one of them. Hi Escape, how are you? How's the holidays, guys? Hi Elia. How are the holidays? I am sufficiently rested, I think, and I'm just chilling. We're just chilling. You know, maybe I should have added like a Christmas tree in the background. It's kind of sad. It's kind of empty. Wait, let me do that right now. It's a little bit, I don't know. I'm noticing that it's not festive enough. Let me see. Let's see. So let me look at booth. Let me look at booth and see if there's any Christmassy decor assets I can put in the back, because it's a little sad. It's a little empty in the back. Maybe I'll do that later. Don't worry, it's a compliment. Stinky doesn't always mean bad stinky. What do you mean doesn't mean bad stinky? There's no such thing as a good stinky. Stinky is only stinky. It's either you're stinky or you're not. What do you mean? We're supposed to just do a silly VTRP related stream today where I talk about what presents I'm gonna give everybody. But I actually hadn't thought about what that actually means. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a stream where I'm giving presents to people as myself, or if it's a stream where if it should be like what presents would Ding Dong give to people in VTRP? Can it be both? It would be too long if I had to think of one for both, and I feel like the line of thinking for giving presents is kind of the same. So, what do you think, guys? Should it be presents from Ding Dong specifically? Yeah, I feel like it should be presents from Ding Dong specifically. Hi, Toma. Hey, Ryan. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Good morning. Hi, good morning, Mimosa. Let's see. A bar is the perfect place for Christmas in Ireland and across Scandinavia. Skull. I have this, you know, I'm inside a tavern, but I've never actually been to a bar. I feel like Ding Dong's perspective would be more fit. Yeah, I would decide based on Ding Dong's perspective. But I'm also gonna give my own personal feedback, I guess, just because I think it would be funny. Let's see. You know what's funny? The moment I woke up today, the first thing I did was look at who's streaming, and I had like 5 different streams open because I wanted to watch everyone and their mom. I was trying to watch everybody streaming. I don't know, man. I really love everybody in the server, and I really want to support them. So I was just like, let's open like 5 to 10 different POVs on Twitch right now and get the ultimate Cocomelon. I just thought it was really funny. Presents for Ryan. Bless. Hi, Rain. Hello, Rain. How are you? Yeah, I'll do it as Officer Ding Dong. What Ding Dong would think. Yeah. I feel like doing little quirky things like this for roleplay related stuff is really fun too, because I think characters would be really. I think everybody would be really interested to see other people's opinions or POVs of their character. You know, I think it's fun to hear what people think of your character. That's a universal feeling, I think. I'm good. How are you? A little bit EP. Thank you for the follow, Muku. Thank you for the follow, Kabar. Oh my god, Muku, hi. How are you? I don't know if you're still looking at chat, but hi. Also, thank you for the first time chat, Kabar. Welcome. I'm a little bit EP. But I slept a lot earlier. I was so sleepy earlier. I really had to take a nap before the stream because I didn't want to miss it, right? Anyway, should I start? I don't know. Should I start? Should I just start? I don't know if I should start. I should probably just start. What was that sound? What was that sound? Wait. I'm still struggling to... I'm still learning how to dual stream, bro. Looking at 3 different things at once is kind of a lot. Not that I'm complaining. Do you want to see the Google sheet? Do you want to see the Google sheet that I have? Wait. I made... Okay. So I had a hard time deciding. Oh my god, the text is... The chat text is literally white. Like, you cannot see chat. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. You cannot see chat. What the fuck is that? You can't see chat. I'm sorry, y'all. Can you actually see that? Wait, let me see. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Yep, there is no way you are reading that. There is simply no way. Let me... Sorry for the scuff. Okay, give me a moment. I'm not gonna start it yet, okay? I'm not gonna start working on stuff yet. So, thought we do it dark mode, Ryan. Dark mode. Oop. Wrong button. Dark mode? Dark mode? Dark mode of what? Dark mode of what? Wait. Yeah, okay, I guess this works. No? So just make it smaller like this. It still works. Yeah, it still works. Let me add some text. Goofy BGM right now. Wait, let me type something. Hi. Ah, my tracking disappeared. Hello. What happened? There we go. Sorry about that. Vertical presence for dark mode instead of those white backgrounds. There you go. Wait. Oh, hypothetical presence for characters in VTRP Season 2! Yay! Hi, boss, doing the dishes. Hello, Chris. Hello, it's me. It's me. Me. It's us. It's us. Let's see. Actually, I asked if people are interested in being included in this list. So let me carefully check the list first. Okay, it has about everybody that I expected to react to my little post. Okay. I guess we should start, no? I mean, there's not really any reason for me to start. Do you want me to start? Should I start already? I feel like it's early. Maybe you should just continue yapping a little bit more. Bro, I always keep waking up with a cold. I keep waking up with a cold, bro. Like, every morning for like the past week or so. BRB though, cooking food right now. Have a good time cooking. Do we want to change the BGM? I feel like it's too holly jolly right now. It's too. Wait, let's. Okay, that's a little bit better. Or no. It's too eepy. Hey Ryan, hi Cap! How are you, Cap? How are you? We're currently about to go to the, we haven't started yet. I haven't started yet. But yeah, again, welcome everybody to the stream. To explain before we continue and start doing this whole thing, this stream is going to be a stream where I think about hypothetical presents for characters in VTRP Season 2. What would Ding Dong give everybody in VTRP Season 2? So I'm gonna make these choices as the character Ding Dong, Officer Ding Dong. So it's not from me. Because I think I would give a different present to some people, to some of the characters, and Ding Dong would give something else based on her perspective and her feelings. Croc needs handcuffs. Volru needs handcuffs? No, he doesn't need handcuffs. He needs to be in them, but he doesn't need them. You have a good day so far? Yeah, I had a really good sleep, and I ate some good food this morning. I'm probably gonna have to go do some last minute dinner shopping later after for Christmas Eve. But after that, I'm gonna be chilling. Very happy to be here. And I'm very happy to be able to sit here and discuss everybody in VTRP for Christmas. Yippee! Thanks for being here, by the way. Okay. We've been yapping for a while now. Let me get started, okay? Let me get started. Let's get started. Let's see. Hey. First off, I feel like this is a good stream to have as an exercise for how to think as my character more, because I feel like I struggled a lot with doing that. Hypothetical present for hypothetical Sergeant Sniff. I like that that's a thing. Let's start with Jackie Hoff. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about Jackie. The funny thing is, Ding Dong never really met Jackie. She'd see her sometimes at the precinct or somewhere else, but she never actually had a full-length conversation with her. And like an intimate interaction. I think the most they spoke was at the prom for a little bit, but besides that, they didn't really have a conversation. So what's funny is Ding Dong kept hearing about Jackie non-stop. Ding Dong kept hearing about Jackie non-stop, but she didn't necessarily know who Jackie was yet before she put all of the pieces together. So first, I remember Ding Dong met Barbie because Barbie got into an accident and I went to the location because there was a deceased person paying or something. And I was like asking Barbie, like, how are you? Like, are you okay? What happened here? Is there a crime that happened here? Like, did somebody hurt you? And Barbie was complaining to Ding Dong nonstop about like getting cheated on, that she wants a lawyer, that she wants to file a lawsuit, blah blah blah. And I think she was talking about Ronan and she was talking about Jackie. And then after that, at the precinct, I overheard two officers talking about Jackie and saying that she has relationships with like 5 different women or something. And I was just like, I remember I was like, interesting. And I just walked away. And then, Ding Dong kept running into Sunday, who I don't actually completely know what the deal is between them, but Ding Dong kept running into Sunday, and Sunday has beef with Jackie, which is so fucking funny. And kept trying to arrest Sunday. She arrested Sunday once, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or at least handcuffed him. And they had beef. So basically, like, I kept hearing stuff about Jackie despite never meeting her, which is so funny. Hi Adus, hello. Would it be too on the nose to give Sadako a TV? I don't think I would give her a TV. I like Sada. Ding Dong likes Sada too. Anyway, so what present do we get Jackie? You're going to. This is gonna be so awful. This is gonna be so mean, so awful. We're gonna give Jackie a blanket so she can finally feel the embrace of a lover at night. Thank you. I'm gonna give Jackie a blanket so she can finally feel the embrace of a lover at night. I'm sorry. I don't know if some of them will probably watch the VOD. Maybe not. But if they ever see this VOD, I'm so sorry. Lucky. I just thought it was the funniest thing ever because I kept hearing about her despite never meeting her, which is really cool. I didn't sign up for Strays. Hey, I'm sorry, okay? I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. For Sunday evening, you see, he kept running away from me. Sunday was a really good character, though. I wish I interacted with him more at length, but maybe we can do that next season. For Sunday, Ding Dong just thinks of Sunday as a criminal, but also she knows that Sunday is Francis the vampire's boyfriend. So what do I give Sunday? What do I give Sunday? Maybe What do I give Sunday? Thinking emoji. That's hard. What would Ding Dong give Sunday as a present? She thinks he's mean and needs to stop doing crime and needs to stop running away from her when she needs to arrest him. I want to say Cole, but that's mean. Ding Dong wouldn't do that. That's kind of hard. 뭔다로. Wow, that's hard. I gotta think about this carefully. Garlic salt in case the vampire misbehaves? Oh, I know. Matching bracelet with Francis. Yeah! He'd probably give him a matching bracelet with Francis in the hopes that at least you know how people you know the concept of people changing when they fall in love with somebody? That kind of thing. Probably in the hopes that Sunday would clean up his act and stop being an idiot and stop being a criminal. Yeah, I think a present of yeah, a present like that would probably work. Let's see. Sorry, I have to move because why is this in 2 cells? Anyway. Yeah, that's it. That's the tweet. That's the present. Matching bracelet with Francis. Yeah, I think that would work. Sorbet. I didn't really meet Sorbet, but I didn't really meet Sorbet, but during the prom, they were in the bushes. During the prom, they were in the bushes with us. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Rainfell. Not on Twitch? What do you mean not on Twitch? You're gonna give Ralph the best gift of all, right? Ralph, Hi, Kenji, the power of friendship. Hello, Joshua. Not on. What do you mean? What do you mean not on Twitch? I am also on Twitch at the moment. Let's see. Sorbet was at the prom. Do you want to see? Why are you thinking so hard? Because you know why. You know why. Ralph gonna get cooked again? No. Sorbet was in the bushes during the prom. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I know they were in the bushes during prom. I'm gonna give Sorbet, and I know they're like a director clown, so I will probably give them maybe, I don't know. And I remember they were wearing these big red shoes. These really big goofy red shoes. Let's see. I will give them maybe a nice scarf. A scarf to match their big red shoes. There we go. And then anxiety. This was the police officer that I heard was talking. That I remember was talking about Jackie. Anne was gossiping about Jackie at the precinct. That's all I remember, and I don't really know anything else about them. So I might have to skip this one because I don't really know anything else apart from the fact that they were gossiping. Francis, matching bracelet with Sunday. Plus, I'm gonna give him a bonus gift because Francis was always there to support as EMT. And he hates beef. He hates beef Jesus, which is great for Ding Dong. Every time I would see Francis, and if beef was in the area, he'd always be like, "Fuck you, beef Jesus," in his unintelligible accent, which was really funny. I don't know what his problem with beef is. I just thought it was the funniest thing ever because you couldn't understand half of what he was saying. And he was just like yelling at beef every time. I want to give something extra besides a matching bracelet. What else? Probably got ran over? Maybe. Francis was such a great character. Sorbet is the Russian. Are they Russian? Because you love Ralph so much, you can't decide what to give him. Yeah, I love Ralph so much that I really want to pop his tires. I want to give Francis one more gift. I feel like if I were Ding Dong, I would give him like a present. Like a little extra present. Ah, Francis is a vampire, but Ding Dong doesn't know that. Or doesn't believe that it's true. I'd probably give him like I don't know, like Christmas cupcakes as a thank you for helping as EMT. Ah! Eh? There we go. Then... Yay! Marceline! Francis was such a great character, yeah! Honestly, I'm surprised. I have to give it up to Rio for being able to keep up the accent for so long. Oh my god, I just realized! Oh wait, was my BGM? Is my BGM on? Yeah, my BGM is on. Thank god. I was worried it wasn't on! Holy crap. Okay. Let's see. Marceline, which is the demon baby. Marceline gets... I remember she hated both of her parents, didn't like her mom and dad, and everybody kept fighting over her. But otherwise, she was pretty chill. What would Ding Dong give to a... I think Ding Dong would give... something like... You know what? This is hard. This is hard. Maybe... I think Marshall didn't like her parents and everybody was always fighting. And it seems like she's already a teenager despite just being like 2-3 days old. She skipped her childhood phase. And she can't talk to both her parents because she's mad at both of them. I think you know what she needs? I think she needs a teddy bear. A restraining order for her parents, maybe. You know what? I think she needs a plush toy. You know? I think everybody deserves a plush toy for Christmas. I'm sorry. You might think that's weird, but I feel like having a little friend, just having a guy that's on your side, I think is a big thing. I think she would benefit from having a big IKEA bear. Yeah, the big IKEA bear. I think she'd be pretty chill with that, you know? Just one little big guy to sit down and talk to about her problems. So that she can have somebody to yell at in her room. You know? Beef Jesus, my number one up. Ding Dong's number one up. I love Beef though. If you had asked me who my favorite character from VTRP is, it's probably Beef. I don't know. They're just really silly. They're really funny. Lambriel is so funny. And they're incredibly so quick at thinking of things to say. It's really admirable, honestly. They're just naturally so funny. Let's see. Beef. I want to say Cole. But that's me. If it were me, I would give Beef Cole. But Ding Dong, despite all the problems that Beef causes for her and for Sergeant Sniff, you know what? Wait. Sunglasses to complete his Pitbull cosplay. There we go. Yeah. Sunglasses to complete his Pitbull cosplay. Yeah. Yeah, at least it's not Cole. You know why I would say, you know why Ding Dong would probably say this? Number one, obviously, I don't think she has the heart to give him Cole or baby oil. She can't really be mean to him, but this is about as mean as she can get to Beef, you know? Because there was an instance where Beef was walking and he was saying something like, oh, you know what? Sometimes people call me Pitbull. Or Mr. Sometimes people call me with Mr. Worldwide. Obviously as a reference to Pitbull. So I feel like this is what he needs. This is what he needs. He finally needs this. Mr. Gavin Betol? Oh, Gavin. Gavin? Ding Dong didn't really interact with him much, but because he was always with Beef, he'd always also cause trouble. He wasn't really a bad guy though. Just a little silly. The only thing I remember about... excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me! Wait, no, it's gonna... I'm gonna sneeze again. Okay, never mind, the sneeze didn't come. Excuse me, sorry about that. Mr. Gavin Betol. Ding Dong only really interacted with him once or twice. But, or like a few times. This is hard, huh? Let's see. What do you think? If I were Ding Dong, what would I give Mr. Gavin Betol? Like, if it were Secret Santa, and I had to give Gavin Betol something. I can't say matching sunglasses with Beef, right? What do French people like? A membership? He's a movie director. Oh, he is a movie director, right? Ah! You see, Ding Dong is the kind of person who really thinks about like a person's habits, I think. I think probably disposable film camera. There you go. Yeah, I think that works. Either that, or I was thinking, you know, like a squeaky toy hammer? Because I was there when he and Barnacles were getting inspected at the mayoral election, and they were talking about the hammer. Gift him the boom mic you used during the last day. No! Beret? A beret? No, I feel like... Oh, you know what? Nah. I don't know. I don't know about the beret part. I think this is fine. Officer Kenneth! Mr. Kenneth! Or a squeaky toy hammer. Yeah, okay, there we go. Kenneth. What do we give Channel 7 Moaner Whimperer Kenneth? Thinking emoji. What do we think, folks? What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Merry Christmas, Ryan. Hello, Seiki. Hello, Lenny. So Kenneth has these notebooks that he posts. I mean, Kenji has these notebooks that are Kenneth's notes that he posts. So maybe a notebook would work. I thought about that too, but Ding Dong is kind of like more friends with Keiji. I mean, with Kenneth now. So notebooks are cool and everything, but Kenneth, what would Ding Dong give Kenneth? Ah, you know what? Probably perfume for him to use when he goes on a date with Roxy. There you go. What is that, your legacy? Yeah, it's your legacy. Yeah, I'd probably give him... Ding Dong would give him perfume to use when he goes on a date with Roxy. Because, you know, it's her fault that Kenneth ended up saying some really weird stuff to Roxy, but it worked out in the end. She was front row in the bushes. Yeah, I was the #1 shipper anyway, so, you know, you might as well. Right. You know. Ayumegai. You know what's funny is, I don't think anybody really knew, but Ding Dong had quite a lot of... Yeah, also, Kenneth smokes a lot and is always at like the pub or something. Like he's like a noir detective. You know, the kind of guy who smells like smoke and alcohol all the time. That's another thing, yeah. So, you know, and he's always working and he's kind of unhinged. So a small thing like that, I feel like would really help him, you know? Yeah, that's it. It's not even hard to think about. Sir Barnacles? Oh man, Sir Barnacles. Ding Dong has complicated feelings about people like Barnacles and Beef and the like. Because they're criminals and they give them a hard time, but she doesn't actually really think they're bad people. They're just really silly. Probably getting one punch in would feel really good, but also she'll feel bad about it after. For Barnacles, obviously when everything was done with the Warlock, she hears about how everybody is saying that Barnacles sacrificed himself. So in the end, you know, Barnacles was a good guy, and he is a good guy. He's not a bad guy, he's just a little bit too silly and probably does need to go to jail once. Anyway, Christmas present for Sir Barnacles. That's a rough question. He's dead, so first of all, what do you give a dead guy? But also... flowers at his grave is true though. She would. Hi Goob! Oh my god, hello! We have the Condor in chat. He's not dead. Well, he's not dead, but like, Ding Dong doesn't know that. She doesn't know that. She doesn't really know that. Doesn't know that. I have to really think about this carefully. He's roaming the world again? Ralph is searching. Yeah, from Ding Dong's POV, she thinks he's dead. So probably flowers at his grave. Ding Dong doesn't. No, he's not dead. Yeah, probably flowers at his grave, because she doesn't know that he's not dead. He did give her a call from hell. Like one final call from hell. But still, it's like when you're calling from hell, it's like you are technically dead. You know? Oh my god, the Condor! We need to see the Condor and Kenneth have like an intertwined storyline in season 3, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. We need that. I would really like to see that because I really enjoyed both of your characters so much. Let's see. Mr. Bendover. Oh man, this is really something. So this is quite hard. First off, if it were me, like me, myself, Ryan, if I had to give Bendover a gift, it would probably be something like a necktie or, I don't know, something really practical. And Ding Dong would probably think of that too, but also like, she'd be overthinking it. Like, what present do you give to a person who technically has everything, right? What do you gift somebody who has everything? And I think Ding Dong would probably give him world's best dad ugly mug. You know those like porcelain mugs with you know those porcelain mugs with like, I don't know, like words on them? Something like that. Either that or no, not or. Probably this and I want to say a picture of everyone at the department, but that's another thing I was thinking of. Yeah, no, actually a picture would be really nice. A picture would be really nice. A box of cigars? Probably not a box of cigars. It's what I imagined when you were ugly. No! No! Okay, let's just remove the word ugly so that it's not confusing. Mug. Coffee mug. Yeah, world's best dad coffee mug. So the reason for this is because, Ding Dong respects Chief Dover too much that she wouldn't put herself in that kind of position and be like, yeah, that's my dad or something. But at the prom, Dover called Ding Dong his daughter for the first time, and I was really sad during that call. By the way, I wanted to call everybody. I wanted to call a bunch of people and say goodbye during prom, but I got too sad that I actually ended up just crying. I couldn't do anything. I stopped. I decided against calling everybody at that point. Let's see. Yeah, world's best dad coffee mug. The other one is, she'd probably consider buying him like, you know, like an alcohol flask, so that he has alcohol to drink on the go. Because I feel like he probably needs that because he's always stressed. And the only place where he can probably have a drink is like at the office. But he already smokes. He already smokes like, I don't know, like 3 packs of cigarettes every day. Ding Dong probably wouldn't want to push him into alcoholism on top of smoking like crazy. So a coffee mug is probably good. Yeah. There. Sorry, I took a while there. Yeah. Rob! I love Rob. Rob is great. Rob did say that he's trying to study humans. I want to give him a book. Oh, you know what? I want to give Rob the Little Prince book. Yeah! You know what would be really nice to give Rob a book? Because if he's learning about humanity, the best way to learn about that is by reading about the stories with sentiments of human beings in them. So something like The Little Prince, I think, would be... That's the first book that came to mind. There are a lot that you could consider, but I feel like The Little Prince would be really nice. And yeah, probably that. The Little Prince book. Hello Raiders! Welcome! Hello Kino! Thank you so much for being here! I'm Raian Valerius and I am a night VTuber. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Currently I am doing a little, what do you call this? Oh, the Little Prince is really cute, right? Give him a world. No! That's a cute book. Exactly, right? A little like cute stream thing. Cute book thing where he can read it and he can learn about let's see. Oh, I follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Kenji. Yippee! Thank you again for the raid, Kino. I'm so happy to be here. I've been waiting for the stream all day. Oh my god. We just barely started. And we're barely started, okay? I just finished giving a book to Rob. Anyway. Thank you again for the raid. What was I saying? Right. Sorry, I'm like all over the place, but it's nice to meet you. I'm Raian. I'm a night VTuber and I like to play Souls Likes and I love to sing. And currently we're doing a hypothetical presents for characters in VTRP Season 2. Flowers? Yeah, because Ding Dong thinks he's dead, bro. She doesn't know he's alive. So it's probably she'd probably leave flowers at his grave. She doesn't know he's not dead. She thinks he's dead. I'm sorry, my guy. I'm sorry. He gone. When she finds out that he's actually not dead, I want to see what's gonna happen there. You know? R.I.P. Yeah. Also, alive allegedly. allegedly. I wanna say that she feels bad during that last phone call that she got from Barnacles. Because at that point, she heard from everybody that he's actually like dead and fought the warlock and stuff. So it's a little complicated, but yeah, she doesn't think, Ding Dong doesn't think that Barnacles is a bad guy. So yeah, flowers at his grave, suffer, be sad. Cute. Hi Lux. Oh my god, everybody here. Yeah, I'm gonna give Ding Dong would give Rob a Little Prince book because he's studying about humanity. To help with studying humanity. There we go. Jessie Montana. I arrested her I think like 3 times. And next to Beef Jazels, I think Jessie is like the other op. The other #1 Ding Dong op. Driving lessons? I wanna say... What do we give Jessie? Oh, you wanna see what I said for Jackie? You wanna see what I said for Jackie? I thought it was really funny. I'm sorry, Lucky. I thought that was really funny. For Jackie, the Christmas present is a blanket so she can finally feel the embrace of a lover at night. Yeah. I'm sorry. Damn. Yeah, because Ding Dong and Jackie never really spoke. But Ding Dong knows about Jackie because everybody around her and people at the precinct were gossiping about Jackie and her 5 girlfriends. So, that's her impression. It cuts deep. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. You know what Jessie needs? What would we give Jessie? You know what? Jessie was always dressed up like kinda, you know, kinda wild and like kinda sexy and stuff. But she's pretty. And she's kinda cute despite being a criminal. So I think, like, I mean that in like the most like straight way possible. Probably like, I don't know why, but I feel like Ding Dong would give her something like a sweater. Cause she's always dressed in like tank tops and stuff like that. And it's pretty cold in prison, you know? It gets pretty cold in the prison cell, so maybe like a nice pink sweater. Plus, if you give her a nice pink sweater, that probably gives her more reason to use it in a civilian setting where you're not doing crime. So maybe a nice pink sweater would be nice. Yeah. Sadako! Sadako! A TV? A TV. No, not a TV. Sada was really nice to Ding Dong every time they met. Sada also, like, wanted to... She said something about, like, wanting to pass on or something. What would Ding Dong give Sada? Maybe... Her hair is always messy and in front of her face, so probably Ding Dong would think of something practical like... a nice comb... Oh, sorry. A nice comb and hair ties. Hair ties? Hair clips? No, not clips. Like what do you call that? Scrunchies? Hair scrunchies. Because her hair is always all the way in her face, so maybe that would be nice. Green hair dye? No, green hair dye? No. Aprin? Ding Dong didn't really interact with Aprin much. I hope I get to do that more in season 2. Aprin was in the bushes during prom though. Meron, Ding Dong didn't really interact with Meron, but she did help her out one time. No, twice actually. She helped pick her up during the warlock thing, and helped her out when she kept getting into a vehicular accident, getting run over on the road. So probably a box of Christmas cupcakes as thanks for empty help. There we go. Sky Blue! My own Ding Dong's only interaction with Sky Blue was during the Huntrix kidnapping of the mayors. So there's not much I can say. You know what? Probably a box of chocolate. With a note. Please stop. Stop selling candy. Oh my god, Croc! Hello, Croc! Hello, Croc! Eh? Wait, eh? What the heck? There you go. Hello, Croc! Oh my god! Hi, Croc! Thank you for the raid! Hello, Croc! Hello, Croc! Hello, raiders on Twitch! Nice to meet you. My name is Raian Valerius, and I'm a night VTuber. I love Souls-like games, and I love to sing. And currently, we are doing a VTRP Season 2 hypothetical present stream where I think about what my character Officer Ding Dong would give everybody as a present for Christmas. Yeah. Right now, where are we on the list? I haven't done the Rue Brothers yet, but if you guys want to see what I did for everybody else on the list so far, this is what I've written down so far. I don't know if you guys saw what I gave Beef. Oh yeah, the first one. A blanket so she can finally feel the embrace of a lover at night. And for Beef, I gave sunglasses to complete his Pitbull cosplay. Yeah. Yep. Also for Barnacles, flowers at his grave because Ding Dong thinks he's dead. So I want you all to suffer. It's really sad, but also that's just the character. She doesn't know he's dead. She doesn't know he's dead. I mean, she doesn't know he's not dead. Allegedly. Caspian? Ding Dong didn't really interact with Caspian. She just sees him brooding all the time. But if it were Secret Santa and we had to give everybody in Los Santos a present... Caspian... What do you give? What do you give a brooding old man for Christmas? Maybe because she doesn't really know him that much. They didn't really talk at all. Probably like a knitted Christmas sweater for old man. Old man sweater. Old man sweater. Let's go worldwide beef. Worldwide beef. No, he actually said that. One time, I don't remember when it was, but there was a time where I was walking with Beef. I think we were escorting him back to the cell or something, and he said something like, "People keep calling me Mr. Worldwide." he kept saying something like, "People keep calling me Mr. Worldwide" or something, and I'm like, okay, I see. Yeah. Anyway, what do we do next? One dog. It's time for the dog. It's time for dog. I love dog. Dog love. Hello, Santa. Hello, Santa. Let's go, dog. Let's go, dog. Thank you for the follow, Waffle. Oh my God, Mr. Johnny Fratelli, I love you. Ah, I love you. Like, sweet dog. Dog. I just want to say, by the way, while we're here, Lux, I really want to say seriously, like, really big thank you for, like, trying to interact with me, because I was so nervous at first. Because I thought dog was really cute, but, like, I didn't know how to interact with dog, so I really appreciate that you brought Ding Dong along with your silly adventure. What do I give dog? So, Ding Dong and dog kind of get along, even though Ding Dong knows that dog is up to some real bad shit, like, Ding Dong is like panicking the same way that she panics whenever Sergeant Sniff tells her something. They're very similar. I feel like Ding Dong sees a lot of Sniff in dog because they're both dogs, but like a different kind of dog. Sniff is more innocent and like just like there's like a single brain cell functioning in there. And dog is, I think, really smart, but really violent. And I think Ding Dong blames that violence on the people around her who influence dog a lot, and doesn't really seem to see dog as the problem or something like that. Sorry, in Ding Dong's eyes, it's hard for her to completely say that dog is doing the wrong thing or that it's because of dog's fault, you know? Let's see. Dog for Christmas. First of all, they have to go on that McDonald's trip. So probably a big bag of fries, a cheeseburger, and 30 pipe bombs. Don't tell your dad. Thank you. That's my answer. That's Ding Dong's answer. That's because she really sounded like she wanted the 30 pipe bombs, 30 grenades. Grenades? She really sounded like she really wanted the 30 grenades back. Like a motorcycle helmet! Yeah, I don't know. She really wanted the 30 pipe bombs. She really... I feel like the Ding Dong... If it were me, I wouldn't give her 30 pipe bombs. Absolutely not. Poor dog, right? But Ding Dong... The problem with Ding Dong is... It's hard for her to... Like, she has a really good moral compass, but the problem is, if she likes people already, it's hard for her to take them... It's hard for her to make them be responsible and take responsibility for their crime. You know? That's the problem. Give dog a pup cup. Aww. It was about the principle of losing. Exactly. She really sounded so sad about losing them. So I guess just for the sake of giving them back and hearing dog be like, "Yay, my pups!" she'd give them to her. Yeah. That's it. Dante Graves, Ding Dong didn't really interact with Dante, except for the one time where Dante was stranded on the mountain and he took a ride on the motorbike. But besides that, they didn't really interact, so I don't really know what to say. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip because they didn't really interact. I'm sorry. Cute but dangerous? Yeah. Better dog than beef? Yeah, I don't think we have to give beef any more bombs. I'm sorry. By that logic, you'd never punish Ralph. Ralph is a little bit different. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. Didn't really interact. I don't know who Peyton is. Alley Cat. Alley Cat. They had a little interaction here and there. Also, Ding Dong was there when Ding Dong was present when Alley Cat got a kiss from Bendover. She seems like the #1 Bendover fan in Ding Dong's eyes. Like the #1 Bendover stan. I will now forever think about you calling dog violent. Hey, listen. When I say somebody is violent, when I say a character is violent, I don't mean that in a bad way. At all. It might actually be the opposite. You think you're freaky? I am kind of... Anyway, moving on. That's gonna be weird if I continue that sentence. But anyway, my point is, I don't mean violent derogatory. I mean violent positive. Violent, with love. Yeah, there. Anyway. Alley Cat. What would Ding Dong give Alley Cat, huh? She's a lawyer too. And Alley was pretty nice to Ding Dong. Probably something that she could use as a lawyer. You know, something practical. They didn't really interact on a deeper level, so she just probably give her something practical, like, oh, maybe like a nice watch. Yeah, a nice leather watch, I think. Leather watch to go with her lawyer suits. Violet, woof woof. Yep. Or yeah, probably a watch. Probably a watch. Yeah, like a nice watch with her lawyer outfits, cause she's always at the precinct, helping people out with getting into jail. What have I walked into here, boss? Do not listen to these people in chat. Do not listen to these people in chat. Do not listen to these people in chat. I don't know. Who is that? Who are you? Also, hi Haku. I'm sorry, I didn't get to say hi, but hi Haku. What? Don't listen to these people. B33. What do we get B33? Ding Dong didn't really get to interact too much with B33, but she was there when Ding Dong passed out from not being able to eat food. She was there when Ding Dong passed out from not eating. So probably B would get... What would B get? She's always wearing a nice coat. But she's also always piloting... She's always piloting, a helicopter. I don't know how practical this would be, but I feel like giving her gloves might be nice. I don't know. Does that make sense? Helicopter scale model kit? B seems busy all the time. Maybe... I feel like a nice pair of gloves would be cool. Because she's always on the go. She's always doing something. No, but I feel like the gloves thing would be better for Reaper. B33 gets... Why is this so hard? keychains made from decommissioned airplane shells? I didn't know that that was a thing. Didn't know that was a thing. She's hard to pick for. Yeah, because they didn't really interact that much. I think something like a nice pair of leather gloves. I like to use the word nice a lot, don't I? So if we have a lore-friendly reason, if we needed to think of a lore-friendly reason for Ding Dong being able to afford all of this, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I actually had a lot of money. I had a lot of money. Not just from Shark Tank, but I got a lot of money because you get paid 1,000 per minute as a I don't know how often it was. As a police officer, you would kind of get quite a bit of money. And I was always on duty. Yeah. But Ding Dong doesn't really have a use for that much money. That's it. Yeah, that's where the money comes from. That's where the money comes from. Johnny made $10 for paycheck. Listen, I really need to see more of Johnny next season. Johnny's great. I saw the trailer you made, Waffle. The trailer, was it you who made it? I saw the trailer for Johnny for Tele Auto Service. It was so funny. It's so good. I need to play it after this. Or when you get to Johnny, I'm gonna play the trailer for Johnny because it's so good. It was so good. It's so good. It's so good. It was great. The Warlock? You know what? You know what the Warlock deserves? Green hair dye. Because they have white hair. So if they use green hair dye, they would have exactly the same hair color as Ding Dong. Yay! No, just kidding. The yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna stick to that. We're gonna be silly. We're gonna stick to that. We're gonna stick to that. I did not interact with the artifact, so we will skip that. Ivy Bag. She was probably one of the few EMTs who weren't exactly straight up a criminal all the time. Ivy. She was always with Kratos. This is a hard one to answer. What would Ding Dong give Ivy? She was always helping her out, too. I have this mental image of Ivy just running around with medical supplies all the time. And always having something at the ready to help people out. Probably I'd give her like a new handbag. A new handbag with nice storage for all her med supplies, etc. There you go. Yuki Tsurugi. Yuki is kind of Chuni. Yuki is Chunibyo. So probably Yuki gets an umbrella. You know those umbrellas with the sword hilt? Umbrella with a sword hilt. That's actually not so hard to think about. Probably because they always talk about swords. So I feel like having an umbrella with a sword hilt would be nice for them. Like every time Ding Dong sees Yuki, they're always at some point talking about swords. So maybe that. You love swords? You love swords. Okay, wait. Kurowa-san, they didn't really interact that much. I can't really answer anything. I don't know who Chip is, but I know who Kaylee is. Hey, Officer K. Officer K. And his crash out at the casino parking lot. Let's see, what would we give K? What would Ding Dong give K for Christmas? That's kind of hard. Actually. Probably... If the precinct had a secret Santa... thinking emoji. That's really hard! Oh my god! Actually, what's really funny is... I remember laughing so hard about his crash out at the parking lot because... it was so unexpected. He didn't really seem like the kind of guy to crash out like that, so it's just really funny. Okay, probably gets... You know what? We need to buy him a fishing rod. So he can go fishing and de-stress with the PD. Yeah. Cause Sergeant Sniff, Ding Dong, and Bend Over have gone fishing. And it was a really great de-stressing activity, and I think Kay would benefit greatly from that. So he should go fishing with us next time. So we will gift him a nice fishing rod. Yes. I do not know who Julie is. Nyatsu and Nyami, I saw them around but we didn't interact. I don't know who Hyeyo Nurse is. I didn't get to interact with Sweet Caroline. Anita Goose, I did not interact with them either. Rico! Rico? What do we do with Rico? Mr. Rico. Rico. Rico gets... what does Rico get? Rico is so nice. Rico is just a nice guy. Normal nice guy. I guess... I arrested him by accident at the prom too. Cause I was trying to arrest Beef, but I accidentally arrested Rico because he was standing right next to Beef. What do we give Rico? That's hard. He's such a nice guy. I don't know what to give him. Maybe something for his car. He has a bunch of nice cars. I need a little help here. Rico? Ah! I know! Ding Dong would give him a hat with embroidery. With custom embroidery at the front. With, you know. Yeah! Because Rico always ends his sentences with, you know. And I feel like that would just really work. The line of thinking for Ding Dong is she observes people's habits. You know? So, I think that would work. That would work. Yep. Ralph? Oh. Ralph. Mr. Ralph. Mr. Grandpa. What do we do about you? What do we do about you? Bro? What do you mean, bro? Don't bro me. Why are you saying it like that? Yeah, because you're Discord Nitro. Why would I give him Discord Nitro? What do we give Ralph? A membership at your local retirement home. Just kidding. Jokes aside, Ding Dong is worried about Ralph because it's like, why is this old man always running around? Like, is this okay for his back? Is he, like, does he have family? Is he okay? Why is this old man always at the police station? Keys to the precinct? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Though that would be really funny. That would be really funny. What would I give Ralph? What do you give a silly old man? You know what? I think Ralph needs a hobby. Ding Dong would probably try to, like, think of a way to get him to stop acting up. She doesn't know that he robs banks and stuff and that he's actually really crazy, but something to get him to stay home and calm down because he's an old man. A cookbook. So he can have a different hobby besides visiting the PD. I think this works. No? I think this works. He wouldn't visit the PD so often if you guys wouldn't stop dying. Nobody was dying during that morning meeting. Okay, listen. Nobody was dying during that morning meeting. When we were trying... Nobody was dying during that morning meeting where you walked in. And somebody said, "Sir, why is there somebody with the name Bendover's Lover on the GPS?" That was one time. You're always there when nobody's dead! That's fair though. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I just think that's funny. The jest? What do we give the jest? The jest... He only came by the PD once. And... he was the one who told Ding Dong that it was Bendover's birthday when it wasn't actually Bendover's birthday. Probably a box of what? Oops, what am I typing? Box of cupcake. As thanks for helping celebrate Bendover's birthday. There we go. They really interact with Seagull Seagull that much? Risuan! Risuan! Who lied to me so much. And created a lot of trouble for a lot of people. What do you give somebody who's always in trouble like that? That's kind of rough, huh? If I were Ding Dong, what would I give? Oh, happy holidays! Happy holidays, Robert Sprite! Thank you! Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. You know what? I think maybe Risuan has a lot of stress and, like, a lot of pent-up aggression. I think she needs to go watch a movie. You know? Oh no, but if she... What if she goes to a movie and she blows up the movie theater? I feel like she would do that too. Or something like that. That's rough. You know what? I think I know what to give. A fidget spinner. So she stops doing something nefarious every 5 minutes. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a really stupid answer, but that's about the length of That's about the length of our interactions. Auntie, we didn't interact sadly. Crockeroo! Crockeroo, miss you, dickhead. I don't miss you, Croc. Let's see. Croc was so cute. I wish we could have like more of an actual conversation, but maybe next time. Croc gets... I think Ding Dong likes Croc a little bit more than she likes her brothers. Because Croc was actually nice to Ding Dong. Even if only once or twice. Ding Dong always gets chocolates from Croc, so maybe a fancy box of chocolates for all the little Chucky gifts. There we go. Probably that. Like a fancy, like a really, like, you know, like a really expensive box of chocolates. Not super expensive, but something special. Pepperoni! Pepperoni and his, nice, his taxi. Pepperoni. 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 Ding Dong only knows Pepperoni is a taxi guy, but he also got arrested once. Probably... Running a taxi is a tough job. Ding Dong would gift him something for his taxi. Oh, something for his taxi. Repair vouchers for... There! Repair vouchers or something like that? Like a gift card? No, gift card maybe. Yeah! Plush dice to hang from the rear view mirror. I feel like he'd already have something like that. So maybe something that he can use for his taxi. Cause... he's obviously getting money from Beef to fund the taxi, the money taxi thing. So maybe to help him out with taking care of his taxi, Ding Dong would give him gift cards for his taxi. So that slowly he can actually just run his taxi normally. And be on the straight and narrow, yeah. And then meet Pepper Jack, sadly. Shirley, you just... Oh, I didn't meet Shirley! But my only interaction, Ding Dong's interaction with Shirley, apart from getting saved, I think one time, because she's an EMT, I saw Shirley drive off and say that she was gonna go off to clown college. Yeah, that was the last time. They didn't really get to interact. But because there was that one line where she said she was going off to clown college, probably... a set of notebooks for clown college. Practical gifts. Let's go. Ganru! Ganru is not... Gan isn't really mean to Ding Dong, but he lied to her! He lied to her! Ding Dong was worried about him. He called Ding Dong asking for help and like saying that they're getting threatened and that they needed tasers to protect themselves, blah blah blah. So she doesn't really trust him anymore now. And she's probably gonna be extra suspicious of him moving forward. Gan gets... What does Gan get? It's kinda hard. Let's see. Maybe... Wow, that's really hard. Ding Dong doesn't know what to give Gan or Bo. She would, however, probably think that they would kind of fight if you gave one of them a nicer gift than the other. Because they're kind of two peas in a pod. Oh, I do know what to give Bo though. I feel like he would appreciate it. Oh, but Ding Dong thinks Bo hates her now, but probably like a nice bottle of wine with I hope you okay. with a sticky note. I hope you are okay. Yeah, like that. forgot a necktie and hopes that he'll properly serve as mayor from now on. From now on. Obviously, the knowledge that I have and the knowledge that the character has are two different things. And Ding Dong knows stuff that... The limit of the knowledge that Ding Dong has is different from me. I know a lot of stuff that Ding Dong doesn't know. Ding Dong knows that God and Bo lied to her about a bunch of things, but she doesn't know how much they lied. And all the things that they're planning. So this is like a really sensible answer, I think. Johnny Fratelli! Johnny's great. Hold on, I want to take a moment to show everybody the trailer that he had for his character. It's really good. Let me find it. Johnny Fratelli trailer. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Waffle. Does he have it on his Twitter? Does he have it on his Twitter? Does he have it on his Twitter? I hope he has it on his Twitter. No, where is it? It's on the YouTube? It's on YouTube? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me find it real quick. Because it's really good. Nari showed it on her stream yesterday, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. It's so good. Okay, here. I have it. We have to watch this together, chat, for a moment and take a break because you need to see this. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Let me add another browser source. Or window capture, rather. Whoop. There we go. Come on. Okay, you gotta watch this, guys, because it's really good. It's really good. You gotta see this. Okay. Let me turn off the BGM real quick. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You gotta be ready for this, because it's great. Oh, let it mute.
Fuck you, Los Santos! If you're dumb enough to fix your car this weekend, you're a big enough schmuck to come to Fratelli Motors. Bad deals, cars that blow up, thieves. You think you're gonna find another repair shop in this city? You can kiss my ass.
It's so good.
That if you want to style up your shitty car, you'll fall for this bullshit, guaranteed.
It's so
if you find
good.
a better deal, I'll kill them. You heard us, right? I'll find and fucking kill them. Bring your car, bring your bike, bring your wife. We'll modify it. That's right. We'll mod your wife because at Fratelli Motor, you're fucked 6 ways from Sunday. Take a hike to Fratelli Motors. The only shop that
so
tells you to
good.
fuck off. Hurry up,
It's
asshole.
so good. I know, right? I can't believe not everybody saw this because it was so good. When I saw this, I died. Thank you to Nari. Shout out to Nari for playing this on her stream because I wouldn't have found about this. I wouldn't have found this otherwise. I can't believe I didn't know. It was so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so funny. God bless you, Johnny. You are a gift. You are the gift that keeps on giving. Everybody loves Johnny, I think. Johnny's great. The aesthetic, the voice acting, the script on that was so good. So funny. Great job. Great job. Really, really good. Really, really good. Okay, wait. Let me just leave this browser window open. Because I want to show a few other clips maybe after when we're like halfway through. I meant for him to be more mean, but he's too nice. I think he can still be a little bit mean. Maybe a little bit more mean next season. After he's been, I don't know, interacted with more people in the city. Yeah. Hi, hello Triptych! Welcome to the stream. Johnny Fratelli! Ding Dong didn't really interact with Johnny that much, but she does know and she sees him helping out with people's cars in town. So she probably likes him, you know, on the scale of like and dislike. Let me change this specifically. And expensive bottle of wine. Johnny Fratelli from Ding Dong on Christmas. Something related to his job. Because he's always busy and everybody's always looking for him to help repair his car. Yeah, everybody always asks, where's Johnny? But not how's Johnny. So maybe a spa voucher. Yeah! A spa voucher! Like a really nice spa voucher. What's something you give a mechanic? Because I can't give him a car because he's already a mechanic. And I feel like giving somebody a car, you know, is hard because you don't know if they like it or not. So yeah, I think something practical. Like Ding Dong would probably give him a spa voucher so that it would encourage him to go on vacation. I'm finally here. Taiga! You're finally here! Everybody, say hi. Say hi to the man himself, Mr. Bendover, in chat. I've been so busy, sorry girl. Aw, it's okay, I know you've been busy. Nice to see you. Oh my god, everybody came by the stream. I'm so happy. I'm a little embarrassed, but I'm really happy too. Wait, let me turn on the BGM. There we go. Do you wanna see what? Do you wanna see what I gave Ben? Ben, it was really hard to think about. It's really hard to think about what Ben Dover would get, but this is the answer that Ding Dong comes up with. Listen, I would give Ben a different gift. Probably something like, I don't know, like a necktie or whatever, or like a bottle of alcohol, a bottle of whiskey. But Ben from Ding Dong would get like a world's best dad coffee mug. That's the answer. I have like 3 world's best dad cups. I am not a dad. Slay. You have 1 more. Bendover gets one on his desk from now on. That's it. That's it. You wanna know what I gave Ralph? You wanna know what I gave Ralph? Where's Ralph? I gave one for Ralph here, a cookbook so he can have a different hobby besides visiting the PD. Yep. Real. Kohaka was in chat earlier. Crying. Ben needs a vacation. He does need a vacation. I'm crying, man. I'll tell him he's stinky. He is stinky. It's true. I think the other funny one is... Oh, you should see the one I gave for Jackie. Jackie gets a blanket so she can finally feel the embrace of a lover at night. And... Dog... Where's Dog? Dog gets a bag of fries, cheeseburger, 30 pipe bombs. Don't tell your dad. Yep. Mind you, I'm only giving her 30 pipe bombs because she really sounded like she wanted them back. And I don't have the heart to open. Ding Dong doesn't have the heart to open the evidence locker. So, yeah. If you hear any explosions, I am sorry ahead of time. That's it. That's about it. Let's see. Yeah, and Johnny gets a spa voucher because he's always busy repairing exploded cars. Yeah, he needs a vacation too. Everybody always asks, where's Johnny? But not how's Johnny? So you know what? He deserves a spa voucher. Brandy Tiffany Precious? Didn't really get to interact with her, but she was so funny. I wish I could interact with her more. Ding Dong wouldn't know what to give her because they didn't get to talk at all. Ronan O'Shea? Ronan, oh my god, Ronan. Ronan is a problem, you know? Ronan... Listen, what do you give a dad that doesn't understand his teenage daughter? I'll take him to Planned Parenthood. You know what? Couples counseling. Counseling with Barbie. You know what? It's right. Exactly. They need to go. They need to go out together. I hope he enjoys the mani-pedi. He does. He deserves it. Oh my god, Pat Chop. Pat Chop was a criminal that got arrested on day 1 of Ding Dong being in the city, and they became kind of friends. And I think Pat became... He's starting to be legit. The last conversation that Pat had with Ding Dong is that he said that he's studying to become a lawyer, or that he became one. So he should probably give him something like a nice suit for him to start his new job as a lawyer. To like encourage him to actually do something besides stealing cars and creating vehicle accidents. I do not know who Bonnie Buns is. I interacted with HelperBot, but it was like a really short conversation. Lily! Lily von Meow Meow is another officer. She was always really sweet and like one of the few people who were really calm at the station. Probably... Lily's like really soft and sweet. I feel like Lily might be one of the few people at the station that Ding Dong can talk to about girly stuff. So maybe something like not shoes, but maybe a makeup set for when they finally have a nice day off. Yeah, like that. The wizard didn't really interact with him. Will and Bishop didn't interact with him. Strong! With Strong? Strong. Strong is the fist wizard and everything, and he's always there with a helicopter. Always, like, trying to help people out. I don't know, I feel like he's an old man, too. I feel like something like... Ding Dong would probably give him something like... what do you call that? I don't know what you call those. Oh my god, why can't I remember? Like those muscle pain pads? What do you call that? Let me Google what that is. Salon pass. What is that? What is that? Pain relief patches. There we go. Pain relief patches. And gloves probably. Cause he's always fisting people. Yes. His name is so long, he is in 3 countries at any given time? Yeah, Strong was really funny. Thank you, Strong, for bringing us on a fishing trip. Salary man? This guy also kind of needs a break. You know what? I think Sal needs... What does Sal need, actually? Because he was a really normal guy in the midst of all this chaos. I don't know what to give him. Oh, he did fall off the ride at the theme park that one time, so maybe I'll give him a motorcycle helmet to protect him from future head concussion. Because he always kept getting into accidents. At least all of him that I've seen. Beef Chatman, I didn't get to talk to him. Gleep Glorp. I saw Gleep Glorp, but I didn't interact with him much. I will say though, if Ding Dong had to give him something, probably... They are an alien. What do you give Gliplo? What do you give an alien? Strong's a medic? Yeah, Strong is a medic. What do we give a medic? I mean, what do we give an alien? I thought they were so funny though. What do you give an alien? Maybe it's really hard because we didn't really interact. So maybe I'll just keep I'll keep this empty for now because they didn't really interact. Miss Human, they interacted once. So I don't know if I can say anything. Either. Like once or twice, but they didn't really have a conversation. I'll probably have to leave this empty too, because they wouldn't know what to give them. HD guy, they didn't really interact either. Like a small conversation here and there. Alaskan Barbie? Oh yeah. Where was that thing for Ronan? Couples counseling with Barbie. With Ronan. There we go. Jordicus! From what little she knows about Jordicus, I remember Ding Dong found Jordicus sitting in front of his exploded bike, his exploded Vespa, and he was really sad. It was really funny. I saw him in the middle of the road in front of the hospital, and I was like, "Are you okay, sir?" And he was just sitting there quietly by himself all this time in front of his broken Vespa. And I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "I'm sorry, I'm just mourning my bike." So probably... running shoes. He's also a fitness guy, so running shoes would probably be nice, you know. Just imagine the image of him running by the side of the beach. Stuff like that. Eliza Lot, we didn't really interact. Granny. Reaper is a problem. Reaper is a big problem. Reaper is a problem. What do you give somebody who has everything, seemingly? That's another question. Reaper... Ding Dong doesn't know much about Reaper other than that she threw a pipe bomb at the PD one time. And that... She went to the prom with Dog. Reaper is kind of a mystery. Oh, but probably... a Swiss Army knife. I think Reaper would like something like that. You know, like a really pretty one. If you've seen some really pretty Swiss Army knives, some of them can just kind of like be like an ornament to keep. So something like that. I think that works. No, I think that works. Officer Bacon! Aww! Officer Bacon, I'm gonna think of the first thing that comes to mind. I think that would probably give him something like a nice bow tie. Yeah, a little bow tie. I don't know, so that he has a little accessory. Poor Officer Bacon, R.I.P. Oh, R.I.P. Azarian Nightford? A parking ticket. There you go. Azarian Nightford gets a parking ticket for his stinky car. If you know, you know. Justin Crime didn't interact with him. Oh! REI! This is another android officer. They were only on for like 2 days, but I think... You know what? I think REI... I didn't really get to talk to them too much. They were so funny though. Maybe... A power bank. A power bank because they're an android. A power bank. The Quizzard. Oh, Arisa, I didn't get to interact with her. I didn't see her. I think she was only on for 1 day. I don't know. Isa-chan, we didn't interact. Damien Black! Stinky Damien Black. Listen, Ding Dong knows that there's something wrong with Damien Black. And there's something wrong with his friendship with Bendover, but... she lets it be because... Damien seems like one of the few people that can be around Ben and not drive him crazy. So at the very least, she respects Damien in the context of him being good friends with Ben. That's about it. She knows there's something wrong with this man, and there's something like he's this is not a good person. And she'll probably investigate him if an opportunity arises. But for Christmas, I guess out of respect for him being nice to Dover, probably Damien Black gets real. Yeah, Damien Black gets what do you give a man who has everything? Again, I said this like 2 times now. What do you give a guy who seemingly has everything? Big think. He deserves wet dog food? Nah, Ding Dong doesn't have that in her. If it were me, I would give Damien Black, I don't know, coal. Or sunglasses because I would think it's funny, but... If it were Ding Dong, we have to think about this from the POV. I'm thinking about this from the POV of Ding Dong. Ah! You know what Ding Dong would give him? Out of, you know, like a little bit of respect. For taking care of dog, taking care, quote unquote, and taking care of Dover. You know those lighters? You know those lighters? Those fancy lighters that you flick up the top? You know what I mean? Yeah, a Zippo! Sorry, ESL moment. Yeah, like a Zippo lighter. A fancy lighter. With his initials engraved on it. As thanks for taking care of Ben Dover. Yep. And for the Damien Black enjoyers in chat, I want you to have this mental image of Damien Black just smoking. Well, or yeah, he has this as a gift, so he can extra aura farm. That's it. Also, if he's not shooting people 90% of the time, this is what he's doing. He's smoking. So probably that. Alex Riley. Alex Riley. Oh, that's funny. What do I give poor Alex? Oh, he got married with Zoe too, so maybe like a wedding gift. What do you give people when they get married? I don't know. Officer Alex. I have a few things in mind, but I want to give them like a newlywed present. He also kind of sounds like he needs a vacation sometimes. You know? I don't know. Alex. What will you give Alex Riley? Holy, why is this so hard? What do you give newlyweds? Wait, let me look at Google real quick. Honeymoon somewhere nice with Zoe? You know what? Because I said that he's always stressed out whenever Ding Dong sees him. Although he's always laughing as well. Probably a spa. Couple spa voucher. And to go on a date vacation with Zoe! Yay! So he can get that relaxation, and it's kind of like a congratulations on the wedding thing. Right! Like that. I think that would be cute. I don't know who Dude is. I didn't get to interact with Laga Testicle. I didn't meet them. Hans. I didn't meet Hans. I saw them around, but I didn't really interact with them. Probably this, yeah. Like, you know those couple spa dates? Yeah, he deserves one of those dates, I think. I think he deserves one of those. Parker Sable. Poor Parker. Honestly, Chief Sable is so good. Ding Dong respects him so much. She thinks he's scary and is a little bit intimidated by him, but she knows that he's right. Ding Dong is obviously closer to Dover because Dover is, you know, it's not a good thing, but he encourages some behaviors in Ding Dong, but she knows that that's exactly not right. She really respects Sable a lot. And kind of wants to be a better police officer because of Sable. That's the character POV. But if we had to ask what she would give him on Christmas, I think Ding Dong is trying to set him up. The last time, before prom, we were trying to set him up on a date or like encouraging him to go find a date for prom. Cause Sable was like, prom? I'm 30 something. I can't go to prom. You know, that's for the young kids. And Ding Dong was like, no, you're still young. 30 is the age in demand and stuff like that. And then he ended up getting forced to go to prom with somebody by being held up at gunpoint, which was really good. He deserves that. Christmas present. Parker Sable is like the kind of guy that doesn't really seem to... Like, he needs a hobby too. He needs a hobby! He needs a hobby and he needs to relax. Maybe... What if I gave him a What if Ding Dong gave him a PS5? PS5? I don't know if a PS5 makes sense. That's a nice gift. Tickets for some kind of travel. Let's see. What do we think? What do we think, guys? Let's see. What do we give? That's hard. I had to think about it. Parker Sable gets... Everybody's so mean to him too. He needs something nice, you know? And Ding Dong respects Sable a lot. So probably... Something practical that he can use. A watch, maybe? I already gave somebody a watch, though. A punching bag to let out his anger. I'm taking a while. A framed picture of him arresting... Oh, he was the one who arrested Caspian? I didn't know. Oh, you know what? Sable needs to be appreciated. Sable needs to know that everybody loves him, I think. A framed picture of the PD with written messages from all the officers to thank him for his hard work. Also movie tickets. For a date with Gertie. He needs to go on a date with Gertie, so I'm gonna give him 2 movie tickets. Yeah! Yeah, Ding Dong the Wingman continues. Zoe was nice to Ding Dong. Super nice. She drove her around in a nice car, too. She's also really, like, you know, really sweet, really feminine. So maybe something like... I feel like makeup's not the thing. She also just got married. So maybe... Oh... No, Ding Dong's too innocent for that. She wouldn't give Zoe that. Maybe... Pots and pans? No. What's a good wedding gift? That's so cute. Yeah, he needs to go on another date. Parker Sable needs to go on a date. That man needs to be he needs a social life, I think. Just a little bit. You know? To get the stick out of his butt. Don't tell him I said that. Zoe 101. What does Zoe need? Zoe needs... And her hair was always so pretty. Probably. Because I feel like Ding Dong would think it would look really nice on her. Probably a set of jewelry. Like, you know, like a nice pair of earrings and a necklace or something. Hell yeah. Criminal, they never really interacted. Although she got shot by Beef Jesus one time. And Ding Dong was there to help her. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I can give an answer because they didn't really interact. The entity. Let's skip that. Just in time. A t-shirt so they never have to walk around shirtless. Please send help. Yeah. If you know, you know. Because there was one time where Just in Time was walking around without their police vest and it was awful to see. And I don't think anybody else in the world needs to see that. It was a horror to behold. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Pagliacci was a clown, but I don't think they had a nice clown nose. They didn't get to interact though, so I can't really answer that. Donnie. Aw, I really like Donnie. I saw him in his POV and other people's POVs, but they didn't really get to interact. I hope I have more of an opportunity to interact with this character. He's Italian. Oh wait, he's Italian! He's Italian, so I'm gonna gift him spaghetti. Thank you. Sorry, that's awful, but... Probably as a... Yeah. Yep. That's it. Thank you. First day on the job, didn't really get to interact with them. Santa! Oh my god! Wait, you know what? Filipino spaghetti. That's a really good answer. Thank you. Filipino spaghetti. For the Italian criminal. Here you go. Santa Claus? Santa... What does Santa get? What do I give Santa for Christmas? What do you give Santa for Christmas? That's hard. You know what? Milk and cookies. Like a normal sane person. Alcohol? No! No, Santa's driving! He can't be driving around with alcohol. John Cider? Cider deserves something like... Ah! This is the guy who deserves the fountain pen. Fountain pen. Fancy fountain pen. Because he's a lawyer and he's a really upright, very serious character. I think he's the one who deserves the fountain pen. I think he'd get a lot of use out of it. Gertie? Gertie was always dressed in like something pretty skimpy. So I think maybe Ding Dong would give her a dress to wear on a date with Sable. Hell yeah. There we go. Flynn was pretty nice to Ding Dong, all things considered. Flynn was a lawyer. You know what? I'm gonna give him fancy watch. Yeah, fancy watch. Him and Ali. Fancy watch. Roxy! Finally! Roxy Rodeo, who got... I'm here, Ryan. Hello, Hyrie! Hi! We haven't gotten to you yet. Oh, but Sergeant Sniff is like almost here. Roxy Rodeo. Roxy was nice, Ding Dong. Roxy's also dating Kenneth. Officer Kenneth. We're almost at Sergeant Sniff, don't worry. Roxy, what would Ding Dong give Roxy? Roxy gave Ding Dong 3 grilled cheeses, and she will remember those 3 grilled cheeses for life. Okay, I'm just saying. You could give Ding Dong, like, I don't know, like a shiny rock, and she will treasure that for her life. For like the whole... She'll treasure that forever. So Roxy gave her 3 grilled cheeses, and Ding Dong will remember that for the rest of her life. Okay? Roxy? If Roxy ends up becoming like a police officer or something, I would say that she would give her something like, I don't know. Shoes? No, never mind. No, not shoes. Let me think. I love Ding Dong. Yeah, I don't know. In my head, that's just how they work, I feel like. Are we learning juicy secrets about chat in the process of giving them presents? I guess so. Also, good night, Batting. Let's see. Roxy. This is rough. I would give Roxy a horse. I don't know about giving her a horse in the middle of Los Santos. That horse is gonna have a really rough time. I'm just saying. Not a horse, man. How would that even fit? Yeah, but horse. Yeah, but anything you give me, I treasure. Aww. Maybe... I really gotta think about this. If I were Ding Dong, what would I give Roxy? If I were Ding Dong, what would Ding Dong give Roxy? Thinking emoji. Thinking emoji. Thinking. I had a horse. That was a person! A person horse. A human horse. You're talking about Guru, right? A very cool black rock. No! Maybe... Let me think. I had googly eyes because it reminded you of her? Damn. Oh, you know what? No, actually, never mind. I don't know why I thought about that. I thought about like, you know, like a nice mug. You know what? I think Sniff would give a rock for Christmas. Sniff would do that. I think Sniff would do that. Yeah. Oh, now I know. You know, like the Christmas baskets of like food? A big basket of Christmas. Oh wait. Yeah! As a thanks for the 3 grilled sandwiches. Big Christmas basket with food, alcohol, and fruit. And a handcuff. Taped to the underside. Hehehe. A big gift basket. It never ends. I'm sorry. They never... Oh, I never got to interact with Ari. Yeah. A big Christmas basket with food, alcohol, and fruit, and a handcuff taped to the underside for reasons. Didn't interact with PP Not Bob. The Condor! The Condor looks like he's always cold, man. He doesn't have a t-shirt. Maybe... a t-shirt so he is not cold under his coat. There we go. If a Condor needs a t-shirt under his coat. I don't know why I thought a bird is the word, but I feel like it works for him. You know, he's a really quote-unquote serious guy, but not serious either. So this probably works. I didn't get to interact with this character. No. Oh, I interacted with her once, but that's it. Why am I here? I will remove myself from this list. There we go. You're in trouble. Aw, you're in trouble. Was it officer and then they didn't show up anymore after... So I don't know what to give them. Because we didn't really interact that much anymore after that. Bell Jingles? I don't know what to give them either. Penny... This is a really cool name. Again, I didn't really get to interact with them that much. Although I saw them around. The broadcaster, same. Oh my god, Will! You know what Will needs? Poor Will kept getting into trouble whenever I was driving around with him. And it was so funny because every time we would crash, we would both start laughing like crazy. And he had this laugh where he would like wheeze. And it would make me laugh so much. And we would not stop laughing for like a good minute or so. Because of that. I just remember it being really funny. We cannot be in a vehicle at the same time. Because something bad is bound to happen. Probably... Oh, you know what? He seems like a chill guy though, otherwise. Isn't his name Beat Cop Will? Though? I think his name was Beat Cop Will. Beat Cop Will. Probably... What do you call those? Like those... Like a mug that you can carry on the go? Why am I not remembering what that is? Not a ceramic mug. The kind that you can bring with you. Take notes, this is what you'll see us as. No! Hi there, happy holidays, happy holidays! What do you call that? Why can't I remember what that is? A travel coffee mug? I guess. Stainless steel. Ah! Coffee mug. Yeah, thermos or something. Thank you for the follow, Cactus! Yippee! Chago, I didn't interact with him. Kyler was, one of the... This was one of the frat boys. And I remember I gave Kyler a copy of my body cam footage where I caught him and Brad kissing in front of the bank. I think they were about to rob a bank, or they just finished robbing a bank. I think I interrupted them. And then they said that they were kissing in front of the car, so it's kind of like a joke. A matching t-shirt with Brad. I'm stupid. Yeah, something like that. And then Brad gets the t-shirt where I'm stupid. Yeah, something like that. No, actually, maybe we can get them both the same t-shirt. You know? They seem like the type. Didn't interact. Brad, yeah, with Kyler. There we go. I didn't interact with them. Not a fit. I do not know them. Squealer Pig. Oh, thank you for the follow, Lighting Cater. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Squealer Pig was really cute, and I think Ding Dong knows that they also do crime here and there, but she's genuinely worried about him because he mentions that his mama is in the hospital. So whenever she sees Squealer Pig, she asks him how his mom is doing and stuff like that. And Squealer Pig sounds like he sounds really nice and really kind when he's talking about his mom. So I think she likes Squealer Pig just for that. And thinks that, you know, he's a good boy. Probably... Ah! A cake to share on Christmas with his mom. There we go. Sergeant Sniff. Oh my god, I love you, Sergeant Sniff, my beloved. The dog inside of me. Not in like... That sounds weird. You know, like this is the dog in my heart. At all times. This is the one. That's my partner right there. Sergeant Sniff, listen. I want to write a drug test, but probably I want to write a drug test. But that's me. Ding Dong wouldn't do that. Ding Dong. You know what? On their day off, Sergeant Sniff was barefoot. I get that she's a dog, but you know, the city of Los Santos is a dangerous place. And Ding Dong wouldn't want Sergeant Sniff to be walking barefoot around the city, because what if she steps on a heroin needle? You know? A drug test is wild and valid. Can you blame me? Oh my god. You know what? She probably needs something to rehabilitate her off of the meth. A trip to pregnancy test. Not the pregnancy test. Oh my god. This is hard. I love Sniff so much. Crazy. Wow. Oh my god. Dog did say she smelled like she was... I heard that! I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, Sniff. What would we get Sniff? This is really important, guys. You really gotta think about this, okay? These are the decisions. These are really important decisions, okay? These are valuable things. This is serious, okay? Why is this so hard? Wow. We need to distract her with something. Like, chew toy to distract, rehabilitate from meth. And the cop car. Let's see, what else? This is important, okay? I will probably spoil Sniff a lot. I'm sorry, guys, but that's the dog of all time right there. know? Shoes for her day off, so she doesn't hurt her feet. I think that's it. That's it. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Yeah, we need to give... I feel like the Nintendo Switch is just a... It just feels right. I feel like Sergeant Sniff would really enjoy having a Nintendo Switch. You know what I'm saying? That's it, 20 gifts. Yeah! 20 gifts! That's true, exactly. Wait. Discord Nitro. Nintendo Switch! No, Nintendo Switch! Nintendo Sniff. Discord Nitro for 1 year. Charity for an orphan? Oh shit, you're actually kind of right. Of special. You are very special to Ding Dong. You know? She worries about you, cause why are you always sniffing meth, man? Gullible was great. I didn't really get to interact with them too much though. They were only there for a little bit. Sad. Oh, hello Raya! Thank you for the follow! Hi Raya! Oh my god, he's here. Yeah. You get Discord Nitro for 1 year, my guy. Millennia Box. I didn't get to interact with him. Prom! Oh, Mr. Prom was so nice. Probably, you know what? I think you would enjoy getting a metal bat. I won't explain why. A metal bat and slacks, so he stops walking around in booty shorts. There. A metal bat and slacks, so he stops walking around in booty shorts. That's about right. I didn't get interact with Sherlock. Devman, not really. Blue Mage. I didn't really interact with him, but I feel like this would make a sensible gift. A toy magic wand that lights up and makes funny noises. That seems about right for them. I don't know who that is. Hans! What do I give Hans? A full HD 4K Blu-ray copy. Box set of full HD. That's a little bit redundant. Full Blu-ray box set of every Arnold movie ever. Oh wait, not everyone, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. That would work. That would work. That would work. That only makes sense, I think. You know? Gra, let's go! Oh my god, you guys, you are so funny, Rhea. You're so funny. It still shocked me when I first heard you actually speak. I was like, oh my god. How did they make that voice? Honestly, so many other people that I didn't really get to interact with. Kratos! Kratos... You know what this man needs? A hobby. Kratos needs a hobby. You know, I think I need to send him the gym. A gym membership at Jordocus' gym. So he also has a hobby. And stops blowing up cars. There we go. Kratos would love to pull some iron at the beach, right? I feel like we need to put them together so that he stops getting in trouble, you know? Also, Jordicus is so nice, so I feel like it works, you know? I feel like they get along well. Guru... Oh my god. Guru was always getting in trouble with somebody. What do you give Guru, honestly? They're a horse. What do you give an Uma Musume? What do you give an Uma Musume for Christmas? What do you give an Uma Musume for Christmas? I don't know. That's kind of rough, huh? Guru gets a trainer? Running shoes? Guru? A box of carrots. I think. Oh no, but yeah, a box of carrots. Or maybe carrot cake? Carrot cake would work. No? So many characters I didn't really need. I think they might have been only there for day 1 or we're on the EU time zone. Oh, hubby Jingle Bells. They were an elf that quit their job. Let's see. I wouldn't know what to give them because I didn't really interact with them though. Oh, Dutch Thimbleton was an awesome police officer. He deserves a cool leather jacket. He has a jacket. He wears a jacket, like the standard police jacket, but I feel like he needs a nice, like, fancy jacket so he can aura farm next season if he ever comes back. Carrot cake is one of the best. You people are crazy. I don't like carrot cake. My most unpopular opinion. That makes sense. I'm not a horse. I don't like carrot cake though, I will say. I don't like carrot cake. Maybe instead of a box, carrot cake. There we go. Chad! Chad? It shocks me that Chad and Willy are the same person. I mean, voiced, played by the same person. Toma, if you ever look back at this VOD, I hope you know, you are also insane. Because the both of them, not only do the both of them sound nothing like each other, they also sound nothing like Toma. And I really envy people who have vocal fry in their voice. People who have the ability to kind of sound tough, because I sound the way I sound. I mean, you know what I sound like, right? And I have absolutely no vocal fry. I can try, but it's really hard for me. It really hurts my throat. So I really envy people who have that kind of rasp. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. I don't think I'd ever said that to them. Anyway, Chad. Mr. Influencer Guy, you know what? No. A ring light for their vlogs, live streams. A ring light. And for Willy, man, Willy also needs a vacation. All of the PD need a vacation. What would I give Willy? Starbucks. Gift cards for his daily coffee fix. There we go. I literally didn't know Willy was Toma until the final 3 days. He needs these. He needs this. For Christmas, you have to give Chad Sergeant Sniff. Absolutely not! He lost his dog? Oh, he did? Aww, I didn't know that. But no, never. No, absolutely no. Oh my god, Beku? You know those keychains that what do you call that? Those keychains for children so that they don't get lost? Like a child safety alarm? An AirTag! Yeah! I need to give him an AirTag! AirTag. I need to give him an AirTag! Because Becca was always getting into trouble. Oh my god. Their first motorbike. Yeah, because I know Becca wanted a car and they couldn't afford one yet because they're new. So I'll probably give them both of these things. Their first motorbike and an AirTag. They probably need one. Becca needed an inhaler. You know, let's add that to this. my god. Yeah. I never bought a car, I always stole. We're gonna have to talk about that, you know? It's okay, I can forgive you, you're just a dog. Oh, I didn't really get to interact with Mr. Teriyaki. Bricked up. No, I didn't get to interact with them. I don't even know if I saw them. Oh, Jinzo! Jinzo was always busy on his bike and he was always getting into accidents. You know what this man needs? I want to say a motorcycle helmet. I want to say I want to give him a helmet for Christmas, but he probably has a ton at this point. He's also Korean. So what do you give him for Christmas? EMTs are also always on the go. She's probably always hungry. Probably. Hello, more. S2 gift cards. For them to go eat something nice once in a while. There we go. I want to write Korean barbecue, but I feel like specifically I want to say samgyeopsal because I don't know. That's the specific image in my head. Like he needs to go eat something nice once in a while, and I can't give him a helmet because I feel like he'd have a lot of that already. And being an EMT does pay well, but specifically giving you a gift card for something that I feel like you would try not to visit. Also, hello, more! Pork belly is the best. True! Real and true. Miss Kira, I only saw them around, but I didn't get to talk to them. So with Coleslaw, Miss Soggy. No, there's so many people. Musashi, I saw them around. I didn't get to interact with them. Oh, Mr. Dan, I accept this gift, thank you. Yeah, because I was thinking that or a helmet, but I feel like a helmet doesn't make sense, you know? Dan? He was kind of like a normal, one of the few normal cops, kind of like Lily. He hasn't really seen all of the brain. He hasn't... See, Donut here, Mr. Dan, hasn't really received... Dowie hasn't received all of the brain damage that the PD collectively has yet. He hasn't shared in the collective brain damage yet. Thanks for the leather jacket. You're welcome, more! Oh my god, you're awesome! Officer Dutch, you're awesome. Thank you so much for helping us out. You were a really big help with teaching us how to be a police officer. Dowie... He's still pretty normal. There was like 3 normal cops. It was a tight group. It's really funny. It's like Dutch, Sable, and probably Dowie are the only normal cops that I can think of. Which is so funny to me. Dowie... Maybe Dunkin' Donuts gift voucher. But I already gave Willie a Starbucks gift card set. What do we give him? What do we give him? A glucose prick kit? Sci-Fi told me when he met me on day 1, he knew he made the right choice being a cop. He was glad we weren't too normal, Lamau. No, because honestly, Sci-Fi being the other chief of police and all of us being the people at the PD was the funniest shit ever. Because it's so silly. It's so funny. It's like a cast of cartoon characters. Doey, what does Doey get for Christmas? I have to think about it carefully. Wow! Hello, Raiders! Hello, Raiders! Hello, Raiders! Hello, thank you for the raid! Thank you for the raid, Zach! Hi, everybody. My name is Raian Valerius. I'm a night VTuber who likes to sing and play Souls games. Welcome! Very much. We are already at the end of the list, but we can probably make a little review of everybody here. Doey? I don't know what to give him. I'm having a really hard time. Since you only really met him briefly. This stream idea is so cute. Thank you! Welcome! Nice to meet you. I'm gonna make a little review of the funnier gifts I think that I put down. I didn't get to meet Secretary. Dan Donut Downer. Donut joined the force on the day that the war with the Warlock was happening, Lamau. I know, exactly! And he's also like a very normal, very sane cop. Welcome to the job gift. What would make a welcome to the job gift? You know what? I think a welcome to the job gift, I need to give him a mug? A donut-shaped coffee mug. You know what? You know what? I think what he needs. That's what he needs, so that he can see what's going on. I think he needs this. I think he needs this. A day out with Sergeant. It's not even a date, you know? It's like a day out. So that he sees what's going on. He needs to see what's going on. Oh, I just realized that's not visible on stream. There we go. That's what he needs. He needs to see what's up. And I think a day with Sergeant Sniff would be the perfect introduction to the PD. Also, probably like a... Yeah, I think he needs to know what it's like. I think God needs a hug. Because they were really busy all the time. I think the god of Los Santos probably needs a hug. That would be an experience in multiple ways. Thank you for the follow, Freya. Hi, Freya! Thank you for the follow, Gripsan. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so we're finally done with answering the list, but we can go and... Wow! I'm sad that there's so many unanswered ones, because I didn't really get to interact with everybody. But I tried to answer everything as much as I could. Welcome, Freya! Hi! Freya was Shirley, you jest. Where's Shirley? You know what I gave Shirley? She gets a set of notebooks for Clown College. Okay, let's go down the list real quick. A quick rundown of the list. A quick rundown of presents. Presents for Jackie Hoff. A blanket so she can finally feel the embrace of a lover at night. Sunday gets a matching bracelet with Francis to remind him that he has a boyfriend now and maybe he should stop doing crime. Sorbet gets a scarf to match their big red shoes. Francis the Vampire gets a matching bracelet with Sunday and Christmas cupcakes as a thank you for helping as EMT. Marceline gets a big IKEA bear. Yeah, the jungle skog! Exactly! That one is so cute. I think she needs a friend because her parents are always fighting. Her parents are crazy and probably need help. So she probably needs this, right? Beef Jesus gets sunglasses to complete his Pitbull cosplay. Gavin gets a disposable film camera or a squeaky toy Emmer. Kenneth gets perfume to use when he goes on a date with Roxy Rodeo. Sir Barnacles gets flowers at his grave because Ding Dong doesn't know he's not dead. Let's see. Bendover gets a World's Best Dad coffee mug. Rob, the Little Prince book to help with studying humanity. Jessie Montana gets a nice pink sweater because she's always, like, dressed in crop tops and stuff like that. He's not dead. Allegedly. Sadako gets a nice comb and hair scrunchies because her hair is always in her face. And she was really nice to Ding Dong. Marilyn gets a box of Christmas cupcakes as well as thanks for EMT help because she was a criminal, but she did help Ding Dong every time she saw her. Sky Blue gets a box of chocolate with a note to stop selling candy. Caspian, we didn't really interact, but Ding Dong saw her at the Warlock gathering, and he's like a very brooding old man, so probably a knitted Christmas sweater, kind of like the present you give your grandpa, like that. Giving Sadako something other than drugs. Yeah, because she was so nice. Dog gets a big bag of fries, a cheeseburger, trip to McDonald's, and 30 pipe bombs. Yes. I will not explain why. Alley Cat gets a nice leather watch because, you know, she's a lawyer. Something nice to go with her suits. Hello, Shadow. Hi, Proxy. Thank you for the follow. So many pipe bombs. Yeah, she sounded really sad when she lost them. B33 gets a nice pair of leather gloves because she's always on the go. She's always piloting something. She's always, you know, I feel like she could use something like that. The Warlock gets green hair dye so that they can... I don't know, I feel like the Warlock and all of their minions have white hair, right? So it's already the perfect base. If you give them green hair dye, they'll have the same hair color as Ding Dong. I don't know. This is a silly idea. A new handbag for Ivy. A new handbag, Ivy bag, haha. A new handbag with nice storage for all her medical supplies, because she's always busy, right? Wait, actually, you know what? Let me add something here. We'll sneak in a taser in there for her to use versus Kratos. Yeah, she's always with Kratos for some reason. And I overheard them talking about... Like, she was trying to talk to Kratos about him having a heart or something. I think she was giving him a pep talk about his behavior. So, I feel like if anybody could keep Kratos in check, it would probably be Ivy. Yeah. Yuki Tsurugi, I would give him an umbrella with a sword hilt so he can fulfill his chuny dreams. Officer K, a fishing rod so he can go fishing and de-stress with the PD. That was the scene where Ivy punched him in the back of the head and ran. Well, now she can have a taser. Rico gets a, you know, like those like snapback hats? Yeah, I'd give him like a hat. I feel like he would wear one of those hats. A hat with custom embroidery with his favorite quote, you know. I don't know, I feel like that would work. Ralph gets a cookbook so he can have a different hobby besides visiting the police. Please get this old man off the streets. And in the kitchen. At home. Something like that, you know? The Jest, this was the guy responsible for the misinformation about Bendover's birthday. But Ding Dong doesn't know that it wasn't real. So she probably will give him a box of cupcakes as thanks for celebrating the chief's birthday. Risuan is a problem. She needs a fidget spinner so she can stop doing something bad every 5 minutes. Krog, a fancy box of chocolates for all the little chalky gifts she gives Ding Dong. Like a really fancy box of chocolates. You know, like Swiss chocolates. Pepperoni. Repair gift cards from Fratelli Motor Services for his taxi. Shirley gets a set of notebooks for clown college. Gon gets a necktie in hopes that he'll probably serve as mayor from now on. Bo gets an expensive bottle of wine with a sticky note, "I hope you are okay," and Ding-Dong won't write her name on it. It's gonna be a mystery gift. Johnny gets a spa voucher because he's always busy repairing exploded cars. Everybody always asks, where is Johnny, but not how is Johnny. We love Johnny here. Ronan needs couples counseling with Barbie. Pat Chop, he became a lawyer on the last day, so Ding-Dong would give him a nice suit to support his new job, right? Officer Lily gets a makeup set for when they have another day off. Strong? Pain relief patches and gloves because he's always talking about the power of his fists. Raymond, whenever I'd see Sal, he's always getting in an accident. He also fell off a ride at the amusement park once, and I feel like he has a head concussion now, so he probably needs a helmet. Barbie, couples counseling with Ronan. Jordicus gets running shoes. Because I feel like he never really got to open his gym up. Maybe he'll get to do that next time. Reaper gets a Swiss Army knife. Like a really pretty one. With like... I don't know if you've ever seen those really fancy looking Swiss Army knives. Something like that. Officer Bacon gets a nice bow tie because I think it would look cute on him. Night Dick gets a parking ticket. Merry Christmas. Officer REI gets a power bank because they're on Android. Damian Black? Not the giant novelty Swiss Army knife, no, like a normal pretty one. Damian Black gets a fancy lighter with his initials engraved on it as thanks for taking care of Bendover. You know, like a Zippo. A fancy Zippo, so that he can extra aura farm. Alex Riley gets a couple spa voucher for him to go on a date with Zoe, because they're newlyweds. Chief Sable gets a framed picture of the PD with written messages from all officers thanking him for his hard work, and movie tickets to go on a date with Gertie. Definitely not setting him up. Zoe gets a set of jewelry, because I feel like... I don't know, I feel like she's very girly, you know? Very stylish. Stylish Officer Zoe. Justin Time gets a t-shirt so they never have to walk around shirtless and nobody ever has to see that anymore. Donnie, I only interacted with Donnie like once or twice, and I know that they're Italian, so I would give them Filipino spaghetti just to see what their reaction would be. Santa, milk and cookies, like a normal person. Cider, a fancy fountain pen because they're very serious and they're a lawyer. Gertie gets a pretty dress to wear on a date with Sable, which she probably won't use. But you know what? What the hell, right? Flynn gets a fancy watch. Because he's a lawyer as well. Roxy gets a big Christmas basket with food, alcohol, and fruit, and a handcuff taped under the basket for reasons. The Condor gets a t-shirt so he's not cold under his coat. With like a silly design. I don't know. Beat Cop Will gets a stainless steel coffee mug. Kyler and Brad get a matching t-shirt with I'm Wood Stupid. Except both of the shirts have I'm Wood Stupid on them. Because usually those couple t-shirts have... like they're different, right? But no, I think in their case, they need actual matching t-shirts. The only difference would be that the arrow is pointing in a different direction. Like this, I guess. But the text is the same. It's just that the arrow is pointing to the left and the right. I just think it would be funny. Squealer gets a cake to share on Christmas with his mom. Sergeant Sniff gets 9 million gifts. Don't ask me questions. Sergeant Sniff gets a chew toy as rehab from meth. A Nintendo Switch. Shoes for a day off. And Discord Nitro for 1 year. Don't ask me questions. She deserves everything. Prom gets a metal bat and slacks, so he stops walking in booty shorts. Instead of the arrow, just put a question mark, asking if they're stupid or if they were stupid or are they the stupid one. Giving an Italian PH spaghetti is gonna be funny. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. Hans, oh, Blue Mage gets a magic wand. Like, you know the ones that they give little girls that makes funny noises? I feel like he would benefit from that. Hans gets a full Blu-ray box set of the Terminator movies, for obvious reasons. Kratos needs to have a gym membership at Jordica's gym so that he has a hobby. You know, get this man a hobby so he stops blowing up cars, please. Guru gets a carrot cake because she's a horse. Officer Dutch gets a cool leather jacket because I feel like he needs to have the opportunity to aura farm. You know? Chad gets a ring light for their live streams, and Willie gets a Starbucks gift cards for their daily coffee mix. Beku needs an AirTag, and their first bike, and an inhaler. Yep. We always need more aura farmers. I wanna see Sergeant Stiff aura farm in season 3. Thank you for the follow, Spooky Senpai! Jinzo-kun. Jinzo needs, you know, a little break too. So he gets Korean barbecue gift cards. Yeah. And at the end, I didn't really interact with all these characters at all, if I even saw them, so there's no answer there. Officer Dan gets a day out with Sergeant Sniff, and Dunkin' Donuts gift cards. God gets a hug because I feel like they need one after all of the stress of taking care of the city. That's it! That's all of the answers. Yippee! Yippee! I love how God just gets a hug. Honestly, what else are you gonna give God, right? How are you? I'm doing great. Why a day out with Donut? Because Donut is the newest... Okay, so why a day out with Donut? Because Donut is new. He's the newest police officer, right? He's the newest police officer to the force, and I feel like he needs a really good introduction to our collective brain damage. And I think that the best way to do that is for him to be the one to take Sergeant Sniff out on walkies for the day. Yeah, he needs to take Sergeant Sniff out for a walk so that he, you know, he needs to see what's up. We gotta introduce him to the drug dog. That's great. Yeah, I know. Exactly. We gotta introduce him to the canine, you know. I think everybody needs to take turns with, you know, taking care of Sergeant Sniff. That would be a wild introduction, by the way. I think he would, like, come back with trauma. Who knows? One of the few normal cops. That's the list, guys! Yippee! That took me longer than I expected. Hello, everyone. Oh, hello, Slippery. Yeah! Pachi, pachi, pachi! Ta-da! Ta-da! I'm gonna clean up this list and make it a little bit more organized and easy to read. But, I think that's the list for this year's, Season 2 of VTRP. Yippee! Yippee! Thank you for coming! Thank you for watching, everybody! That was a really silly stream. Thanks for listening to me yap. I really, really loved this year's VTRP, and I'm really, really thankful to Ralph, aka Kohaku, for inviting me to and encouraging me to be part of VTRP, because if not for him, I wouldn't be experiencing all of these great things, and I wouldn't have met all of the really cool people. Please, please, if you can, please do check them out. Check everybody out. Everybody is really cool and really kind and really awesome. Everybody is so funny and so creative, and I really learned a lot from this season. When we get season 3, I would definitely love to participate again, continue Ding Dong's story, and become a better role player overall. And when you post this, I will post this, yes. I will post this sheet later after this. Thank you for watching! Wow, exactly 3-hour stream. Let's see. What else am I supposed to say? If you're new here, again, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan. I play Officer Ding Dong in VTRP Season 2. I'm not very good at roleplay, and I worry a lot, but I am really blessed to be surrounded with some really, really kind and really nice people. And everybody is so kind, so I hope you can all support them. Very, very much. Yippee! Yippee! This was such a cool idea for a stream. I thought it would be really cute, you know? And I just really like everybody and their characters so much. I thought it would be a funny thing to do. Yippee! 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 I barely made it for the stream. Aw, that's okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I guess that's it for today. Depending on what time zone you're in, depending on what time it is for you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. But I'm gonna have another stream on Christmas Eve. We're gonna have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day streams. So tune in for that. In the meantime, let me find, who do we raid today? Who is live? Who is alive? Is anybody alive? Yeah, I think everybody went to bed. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Criminal. Merry Kremlin. Merry Kremlin. Oh! Cozy is actually live at the moment. Cozy is actually alive. I should probably raid into her. Merry Crisis! Merry Christmas! Yeah, we're gonna have a Christmas stream. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. What else? Is there anything else I want to promote? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let me take this a moment to be a moment to like self-promote maybe. I don't really think I have anything to promote. Yeah, I don't really have anything. Although a few people have asked me the past few days, what do I want for Christmas? If there's anything I want for Christmas, I would really like for people to listen to my singing on Christmas. As a present for Christmas? Yeah, that's probably all I can say. Yeah. If I want anything for Christmas, it would be, I would really appreciate it if you could give my singing a listen on YouTube. I sing a lot. I didn't really get to release a lot of song covers, but I didn't release a lot of song covers this year. I did that a lot last year, but this year I was really busy and I didn't get to do that. So I hope to do that more next year, maybe. That's all I can say. Yeah, please listen to my singing. That's it. Okay, we're gonna raid into Cozy. Cozy was Reaper. Cozy was Reaper. In the VTRP server. So she will raid her, right? I'll promote you, Ryan Supremacy. Aw, thank you. Thank you. That's about it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great one. I'll see you guys in the next stream if you'll be around. And have a nice Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. On YouTube, who am I gonna read on YouTube? Thank you for watching and listening to this silly stream. We will raid. Oh, I see. On YouTube, we're gonna raid Pia. P. She is Sweet Caroline. On the server, but we'll probably raid. I haven't raided into her yet. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably raid into Pia on YouTube. Hi! There you go. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Christmas break. And I hope you eat a lot of things. And I hope you get a lot of presents. Oh, wait. Let me move to a different... Wait. Nah. There you go. Merry Curry, everybody. Have a nice Christmas! I love everybody on the VTRP server. Yay! Yay! Okay. We are going to raid. We're gonna raid now. Okay, guys? Thanks for watching again. I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody! Happy holidays! Yippee!